Cherry blossom lipsticks applied to full body lips to perfections. Check. Smoky eyes. Check. The hazel color does throw off the smoke effect. Check. But they still look pretty darn good. Black curls flowing down white fins in the flirty style. Check. Kid in the hole in her head. Check. Skinny jeans. Hole in her head. My head snaps around and I stare at the kid. She can't be more than 8 or 9. Her blonde hair is pulled back in a ponytail. The sundress is adorable, little daisies everywhere with the blue slippers to match. She as cute as the button if you can ignore the patty skin and the hole which looks like a bullet hole. Not that I have ever seen one up close and personal in my 16 years, but I do have SPU. Stabler is not Stabler. Okay, so we say Stabler is hard for an old guy. Maddie, you done there yet? I roll my eyes at Wayne in Sally's voice. She's so jealous about not getting invited to Megan Johnson's party. Not that she would go, mind you, but that's not the point. It's the invite matters. Can you help me? It's okay, my eyes flick back to her. No, I will ignore her and I'll go away just like always. Yup, that's been my rules. Yup, that's been my role since I was 5. It's one thing that I actually see ghosts, but I don't want them to know. Matty! Alright, alrighty. I yell, sneeze. Can't she chill for 5 minutes more? Please? Yow, the dead kid touched me, and it hurts. It feels like knife has gone past too, and I feel like a knife had sliced through me and I stutter. It's never pleasant if they toast you. It's not my pain I feel, but her most pain and confusion. And I hear things. Mommy, Mommy, where is Mr. Bear? That kid doesn't know she's dead. Maddie, can you rose or something? I can hear the worry in Sally's voice. She has a thing about Raj. That dump she had her mom used to live in was infested. She would told me once she would woken up with one in her mouth, so gross. Please, please, can you help me? Don't look at her, Matty. Don't say a word. She won't touch me again. But I scout backward and run for the doors. I can feel her behind me. She's confused because I won't talk her too bad. Then I open the door. Bathroom's all yours, Sally. Is there any rose in there? She asks, eyeballing the room with fear. Just a mouse, I say and slide down the hallway, stopping to grab my coat. That was mean, even for me. Sally's scared of me too. But if the ghost is staying there, huh? Can't change it. Sally can't see her, but who knows what the dead kid might do. That is my screwed off life in a nutshell. Yup, Matty Lousy Hathaway. The foster kid who sees dead people. Not something I will ever talk about in casual conversations. Mind you, no way will I end up in a lonely bin. Nobody, and I even nobody, knows my secret. And that's exactly how I plan on keeping it a very, very, very secret. I'm outside and there is no ghost. Excellent. When I write, shows up few minutes later, I'm all smiles. Oh, yeah, Jack owns is a major hottie, the absolute cutest guy I ever trolled over. Every girl in the school goes all goofy around him. Who can blame them? He's tall, broad shouldered football captain with a baby blue eyes and a smile that could defrost even Mr. Wayne, that stuck up English teacher trapped in the 70s. And he's all mine. Matty, are you looking great tonight? He says in his deep voice that makes me warm all over. I wink and settle into the car. It's cold outside. I'm frozen, but I won't act cold. This girl didn't dress for warmth but to flirt. Why we girl torture ourselves to look good? I'm not sure any of us can really answer. Guys don't go through half as much as trouble we go. We do not do to impress. All they do is throw on just anything and look good. It's so unfair. Meg's party is at abandoned mill, not at her house like last time when the cops got called and her parents grounded Meg for a month. She had to do community service too, which had to suck. They said it would help her build character and learn responsibility. Yeah, whatever. When that day comes for me, I'll sprout wings and fly. All Megan's cries and she cares about is spending daddy's money and keeping her boyfriend Tommy James happy. Megan is hands down the most popular girl in our school. Head cheerleader with a perfect hair and skin. I can wish to have look good so want. Anyway, back to Tommy. He has roving eyes that often lands where they shouldn't. Megan can do much better, but she hooked up on the guy? Stupid, but not my business. The party is in full swing by the time we got there. Everyone in milling around, laughing, talking, drinking. Jake lays his arms around my shoulder and snuggle close. It's freezing. Why Meg decided to have a party outside in a dead of winter? It's beyond me. We make a beeline for the bonfire raging out back. Jack grabs a beer, but I decline. I never ever drinks at parties. The only things I will drink is water. I run from the tap myself. I'm not stupid enough to set myself off to get drugged and raped. Jack is pretty decent guy, but I only have known him a couple of weeks and have no idea what he's like when he drunk. I'm smart rookie. I never take a chance like that. Matty, Meg waves her beer bottle at me. She already buzzed. Her eyes are a bit glassy. See, not a smart rookie. She would be a SPU. Nightmares. Don't get me wrong, I really, really like Meg. She is one of the first people who accepted me when I got here last month. The girl got a closet of full clothes I would sell an organ for, but her personal choices are not always the best one. She's the town's sweetheart, the golden girl expected to do great things, I guess. She doesn't think anything bad could ever happen to her. Hey! I smile and shake my head when Tommy offers a beer. Ew, come on, Matthew. Have a drink, loosen up a bit. Tommy waddles. His eyes are on my chest. Such a jerk. Meg hasn't noticed, and I'm grateful. I would hate for her to get mad at me because of her idiot boyfriend. Leave off, Tommy. Jake glares. He has noticed where Tommy's eyes are. You know Matthew doesn't drink. Chill, man. I'm just trying. I roll my eyes at the rising testosterone. Change the subject. Meg, didn't I see Ava over there wearing knocks off? I know, can't believe. She thought she could pass those boots off as a designer. I really make notes. And that handbag? OMG! Nothing upset her more than the knocks off. She is fashionista in the worst sense of word. She plans on going to the New York Design School after graduation. The stitching is all wrong on the back too. I'm not a fashionista, but I have heard that stitching can prove if something is original or not. It's, it's not. Meg laugh. I can't believe she thinks anybody will buy that nonsense. May her flocks aren't raised and it's all she can afford. Jake's ox. Voice dripping with his sarcasm. Jake's parents are pretty close to poor. His dad's often out of work, and his mom's is housekeeper for a local hotel. Jake will work part-time this summer to pay the bills. It's one of the reasons I liked him to begin with. He's not like usual high school boys. He understands that life is hard and do what you have to do. Meg's catty remark did sound like snarkily, I must admit. Not everyone's father is mayor and can afford to dress in high school fashions. Look at me, I wear Walmart clothes. I don't pretend to be anything I'm not. That's probably why Meg and I get along so well. Meg signs. That sounds really bitchy, huh? She's one of the nicest people I ever known, but when she's drunk, the girl can get little mean. Just, just a little, I tell her, but I started it. I would try to stop potential fight between Tommy and Jake, but ended up dissing someone else. I feel bad. It's new feeling for me. I totally don't let myself get attached enough to the people to feel bad, anything for them. But being around Jake and his family made me start rethinking my whole me, myself, and I mentality. Now that I don't have reasons to keep people at my arm's length, but the Jake is thumping up me just a bit. I don't know if it's like it or not. Know what you're gonna do for this public space on Friday, Matty? Someone asks behind me. I turn around. Oh, Joy Sam Jensen's. She and I are competing for only junior sport of debate team. I need it for scholarship purposes. She wants it only because I do. Since day one, Sam and I disliked each other. Sam is snob and I am smart ass. But as we put us in the ring and I would knock her on spotty arse in just a fraction of a second. Does she honestly think I'm gonna tell her what I'm doing? But considering that I am standing with the people who nearly drunk or well past that state, I probably assumes I am too. Sure I do, I tell her, but you will have to wait until Friday to hear it. I smile sweetly at her and snuggle under the Jake's arms. Sam has a huge crush on Jake. This I discovered from her friend Mimi. The snuggling only makes her mad and she storms off. Good riddance. I don't want to get into the cat fight tonight. You know that spot is yours. Jake whispered in my eyes. I have heard you're practicing. Don't worry about it. Do I look worried? I breathed in. Jake breathed and he smelled clean and woodsy. I'm not sure what kind of cologne he uses, but it's addictive. I could stand there forever, basking in the warmth of fire, enjoying Jake's arms around me. This is the closest as I ever come being well. Maybe not so much happy, but I guess maybe content is the right word. It's another new feelings for me, but it's one I sorta like. No, Jake grins down at me, but you do look very, very kissable. I smile as he lowers his head and kisses me until my toes curl. Jake kisses better than any boy I ever met. Not that I'm slut, mind you. I don't sleep around. I'm still virgin, but do enjoy the wholesome kissing aspect of dating. Jake's kisses me make me want to rethink that whole not sleeping around things, which worries me. Not that he is even said anything, but if he did, I would I would have to think really, really hard. And I don't know what my answer would be. It's always been no before, but I never met a guy like him that I liked this much either. Get a room, Tommy grouses, breaking up our little intrude. Jack and I both laugh at Tommy obvious disgust. He would hit on me not more than any hours after I arrived at school my first day. Tommy has never understood why I didn't jump at the chance to let him in my pants. Why does Meg put up these scraps again? Not my business. The joke rattling on my tongue dies as a girl stepped in the firelight. She would turn away from me, dressed in a bumpy looking grey nightshirt, hands bound behind her back. Long, strange brown hair is matted with a dark, sticky soft hands. Not here. Oh, please, please, oh, please, not here. I want to avert my eyes but cannot. I couldn't. She turned to face me. Her eyes are lost and scared. There is a small bullet hole in her head, almost exactly where it was on the other dead kid I saw earlier. Her mouth is covered in a duct tape. She cannot she can't speak, but I don't need her to. I know her. It's a Sally. Take me home now. Jack and Tommy stopped their sport talk middle sentence and stared at me. It's only been two. Jack shuts up when he, no doubt, see the shock, worry, and anger in my expressions. It's wrong for Sally to end up murdered, and I could care less if Jack's upset about leaving early. I gotta get home. Matty! Now, Jake. I cut him off. You either drive me home or I'm walking. He frowns and I stalk away. I hear his sign behind me, then mumbled, Sorry, before he hurries to catch up. What's going on? He demands. I just gotta go home. No way. Can I say that I have just seen my foster sister ghost? Bound and gagged, my face is stoned. I suspect my eyes are too. Fine, he signs. I'll drive you. Yeah, he's irritated. Too bad, he's nice and all, and I really like him, but he would best not be thinking I owe him anything. If he insists, he will learn Matty move number one. Hit first, ask question later. But when I wanna go, I just go. He'll deal or move on. The ride is intense and I can feel Jake stare There is no doubt, sure, I have gone nuts. But I refuse to explain. I turn my attentions to more serious problem. What will I do at home? It's not like I can say, "Hey, I just saw Sally Coast. I have to do something." As we pull off, the house is quiet and dark. No lights, no movements, nobody knows Sally gone. Maybe not. Not good. I don't even take time to stop the car before I'm out and running up to the porch steps yelling, "I'll call you tomorrow." I guess he drives away but don't bother turning around to find out. I fumble my key but finally open the front door. My feet pounded off the stairs, thumping in concert with the rapid beating of my heart. "Miss Olsen's?" I bellow and burst into the Sally room. The door bounces off the wall. The bed is trampled, like she's just gotten up to the bathroom or the kitchen for snacks. Her shoe lay haphazardly in front of the bed, and her robe is puddled on the bed sheet. The lamp is still on. Sally always sleeps with it on it so that she will know where she is or where she will wake up, and that's safe, but not this time. Where is she? I rip open the closet door, half expecting to see her there. There is no she could have gotten far. I would only be gone a little over 2 hours. I circle the room looking for anything to tell me where is she. Nothing is out of the place here. I want to scream. What is it? Miss Olsen is staggered into the room, weeping sleep from her eyes and blinking like an owl. Where is Sally? I demand, my voice a little too shrill. She went to the party, Miss Olsen yawns. She went to the party. Did you hear me? And pulls murdy brown hair out of the elastic band. Why all this fuss, Matty? She said she was going to meet. She said she was going to meet you. No way, she wasn't invited and had no way to get there, even if she was crashing it. My mind fitted anxiously. Sally had been wearing her night clothes. That means whatever happens to her started here. We have to call police. I mumbled, still trying to see something in room that I could give me a clue. The police, Mr. Olsen groaned. Maddie, she's at party. Why would you will call police? Because I already told you she wasn't at the party, I shout. Mr. Olsen stares at me like I spouted horns. Okay, if she is not home in a couple hours, then we'll call police, honey. You need to calm down. I growl through my teeth. Why won't she listen to me just because I don't have a magical number 18 attached to me? Doesn't mean I don't know what I'm talking about. Mr. Olson is shaking her head at me. I throw off my hands to heck up with a stumble down the stair and pick up the phone. Mathalinda, lousy Hathaway, just what do you think you are doing? She throws down the step right behind me. I'm calling the cops since you won't. She takes the phone from me. No, you won't call the police. Sally went to the party and whatever you saw her there or not, that is where she is. I'm sure she will be home soon. Really? So when she doesn't come home and we ended up calling the police. What are you gonna say? Then they ask you, why didn't you call sooner? I spit out. You're supposed to taking care of us, Miss Alden's pale green eyes down the street. That hit nerve. I do take care of you better than most, Matty. You have no right to say that. Then call the cops. She's not at the party. She dressed in her night clothes for crying out loud. Miss Olsen's eye turned sharper. I thought you said you didn't see her. Matty, how do you know that what she is wearing? False barbs. I shouldn't have said that. Think fast, Matty girl. Because when I left, she had on her night shirt and her floppy gorilla house shoes. She was getting ready for the bed. Then she changed her mind. Mr. Olson replies. Sally told Larry she was going to the party. Wait, Mr. Olson. Huh? Mr. Olson said Sally went to the party? And just where is he now? Why isn't he out here to see what's spouting about? Everybody else is up. Doors are opening and closing upstairs. Where is Mr. Olson? He got called into the work. Mrs. Olson runs a hand through her hair again. Matty, I promise you if she's not home in a few hours, we'll call police. Can you wait that long? Okay, I hold back a sign. She really believes Sally is at the party. Sally's already dead, so technically finding her won't help, but I don't want her to be just another kid marked as runaway. She deserves better than that. She deserves justice. Mrs. Olson smiled tiredly at me. Go fix yourself a cup of tea, dear. There is plenty of cold cuts in the fridge if you want to. A sandwich also. She head back off the stair, carelessly, phone in hand. Great. What do I do now? There is only one thing to do. The only one thing I swear I would never do. I can't talk to the dead kid in the bathroom. Sally can't talk even if she shows off. Her mouth is tapped over the little girl in the bathroom can. I so don't want to do this, but it's not about me, it's about Sally. I still myself and head towards the bathroom. Time to talk to the dead kid.